All right, y'all, head to the wood yard this morning. It's a little bit after 5, and where I dropped my trailers at is only, I don't know, probably 3, 4 miles away from the wood yard, so it ain't too bad. Um, I pretty much live right on top of the wood yard, too, so that's a good thing. But anyway, leaving there just early, and they don't start buying till 7 down here at this particular wood yard. And a lot of times, at least if you're going to make any money being a log truck driver, that's what you got to do. It's uh, it's kind of hard to explain on the hours where we run local and home every night and stuff like that. So it's really not bad, but sometimes we still have to put in a good amount of hours, and sometimes that's just getting there early before they even open and sitting there to be, first or one of the first ones to get unloaded to get the day started. Um, we're doing hardwood right now, and they only give you 7 to 5 to get these things off. Now, normally we do a lot of pine. We do a lot of thinning pine and hauling to the pine mill up at OSB. They're open 24/7, so you can, sometimes you might get caught in there with a bunch of trucks and you got to sit there, an hour to get unloaded or something, but they don't have, hours to bother you like that. Where some of these boys pull, you know, 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day, whatever, hauling. A lot of times you don't have to do that with the log trucks, but sometimes you do. So it's kind of a hit and miss thing, and also it kind of depends on how hard you want to run, because like I said, a lot of that is optional. It is optional for me, uh, in a way. In another way, I need to make some money to pay for this truck, and I'm technically not full time hauling because I still work in the woods, cutting and doing those things, and kind of more or less hauling on the side. So I try to get them off, early and throughout the day, where it doesn't take away from my other job. Making sure I got plenty of wood cut ahead, and the things like that. But anyway, I enjoy doing it. Sometimes it can be a headache. Last week was a headache. They had a couple other hardwood mills, which ain't close to us, but where these other boys was going was closed. So that means it was like 5 times the trucks in here as it normally is, because it was two hardwood mills closed. And I mean, they were just, I sat in here last Wednesday evening for 3 hours to get unloaded. Come in here yesterday, first thing in the morning, it was about 5 trucks ahead of me. The next time I come in here, it was about three. And when I come in here that evening, it was only like one, and he was, wasn't in my way. Because time I got in and got weighed in and, got the straps off and all that kind of stuff, he done already got unloaded and was gone. So, what a big difference a week can make. And another thing about log trucks is really weather dependent. When it's so wet and sloppy in the woods you can't get nothing out, that doesn't make for a great pay week. I like to have my trailers loaded and set, for that way if we do get a rainy day, then I can go ahead and haul all day. Um, I definitely want to get some more trailers. That's one thing about it, you can't never have enough trailers. And it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience, really doing anything else. I grew up in logging and log truck driving and stuff, so I don't, I hadn't done, flatbedding or tankers or delivery trucks or anything like that. So I can't really talk about that because I ain't got no experience with it. But around our neck of the woods, all the logging and stuff around here, and chips and everything like that. Um, I think it's a pretty good way to go. Like I said, it's usually pretty reliable work as long as the weather ain't horrible. Then we'll be working, or you can pull for somebody else. Somebody will be working, or have them stacked up and ready to go. Things like that. And like I said, being home every night is a benefit. Another benefit is if you're going to be an owner operator, you want to have your own truck. Uh, it's plenty of people to haul for logging, and it's mainly local short runs. So another good thing about that is getting started. Unless you have a pile of money to buy, 40, $50,000 truck, which of course that's not going to be new, but something that's in really top notch shape, and you ain't got to worry about anything, just go. But running local like this, you can buy some older trucks, or maybe not the best shape of trucks, and be able to get started and hauling and making some money and upgrading it as you go, because we're running local. A lot of our hauls is, you know, 20, 30 miles is about the, common, usually about inside of 50 miles is what you're looking at in the log truck world, at least from my experience. So if you did have a problem, at least you're not 3 states away, and you can probably get somebody to come help you and get you going, or, whatever you need. And blow a tire, you can find a way to get off the road. You can get somebody to bring you one and things like that without costing you 3 gold mines. But anyway, like I say, and also running local log trucks like that, we don't have to, fall under the ELDs and all that kind of stuff too. So that's a good thing. I wouldn't want to deal with that crap at all. And driving log trucks, it's a little bit different. Like I said, I hadn't drove other trucks, but I've had, you know, been around enough log truck drivers that are, you know, older guys with experience doing every other stuff, and everybody tells me that driving log trucks is different than anything else because, a lot of things like flatbeds and stuff, your center of gravity, your load is down pretty low, where log trucks is stacked all the way up 13 foot tall, so it's very top heavy when you hit these, especially these old back roads with these dips in it. And whoever had the genius idea of making these roads, you know, angled up in the middle like that, they say that's for the winter time when the water and things like that run off of the road and not make ice and all that. But I tell you what, it makes it miserable driving a log truck because the whole way up the road, load sitting over like that the whole way. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. Maybe you got something out of it. Uh, maybe either log trucking or owning your own log truck, or something to do with what I talked about. Something that y'all want me to go more into, and you can just let me know in the comments, and we'll go from there.